Alright folks, Pachini's 88, we're back. Now I'm back on schedule so you guys can get some snacks and watch. So Ace, Antarctica was fascinating, but I'm glad we've exchanged those snowy vistas for Argentinian warmth. We hope you've thought out enough to continue our investigation. We learned that Sombra were forced to abandon their expedition to Antarctica several decades ago, after which the Sombra explorers returned to Argentina. We need to discover what they did next. Ace, tracing these earliest records of Sombra's activity might reveal how they became the global threat we know today. Well, around here, Biblioteca Gran Adan would be our best bet for unearthing old documents, and you should go there. Ace, allow me to accompany you and Michelle. I've wanted to visit this library for years. Well, I haven't had enough coffee to deal with your enthusiasm, Armand. Your expertise might be needed, but you make sure you stay focused. Ace, quelle chance. I feared the library would be closed at this early hour, but this door stands wide open. Pleasant to have some good luck for once. Let's start on these archives. Yeah. That doesn't look like good luck. It does not sound like we are getting good luck with this. Looks like Charlie Chaplin. A little bit. Is that glass? Yeah, that's glass case. Inkwell. Shoe. Torn paper. Right there. Oh dear goodness, Ace. The library door being wide open didn't mean we were welcome here. It meant that there was a corpse for us to find. Masca Haru. A murder in a library? One doesn't disgrace a temple of knowledge in this gruesome way. Gruesome is right. The victim has how many stab wounds is that in his body, Ace? Yeah, I also counted 23. Talk about overkill. Ace, how could you examine the victim closely enough to count the... But no. How can it be? Now that I myself look at this man, I recognize him. He's a renowned Argentinian writer, Ernesto Carpeña, who'd kill the author of Rayuela de Ficciones, the world's lost a literary genius. And we're losing time from our investigation into Sombra. We can't go through the archives with a murderer nearby. Well, I'm here if you require advice about any of the clues you find. Good to know. And you're right, Ace. This parchment could have gotten torn during the murder. Fixing it might yield some answers. In this glasses case, it was close enough to the body to be suspect. There's some hair on it, so let's grab a sample. Ace, I know you can wrap up this case in no time. It usually takes me about 4 days. But anyways, guys, I'm going to grab some stars. I will see you guys back here in a little bit. This has been Pachini's 88. Au revoir. Alright, folks, Pachini's 88, we are back. Let's go on. And forensic, yep. To grab some stars. Interesting. Can't tell right away what this is for. Whoa. Ace, the writing on this parchment says, by this art you may contemplate the variation of the 23 stab wounds. 23 stab wounds, you're right. That's how many there were in the victim's body. This can't be a coincidence. The killer must have written this message. Why write this nonsensical phrase? Ace, I can explain this. Your text is paraphrasing a quote. By this art you may contemplate the variation of the 23 letters. This line's the epigraph to a short story by Georges Louis Bourget, The Library of Babel. Do you see, Ace, the Library of Babel? And this murder set in a library, this scoundrel of a killer paraphrased Borges to make a sick joke. Well, this Borges reading killer may take it as read that Ace will soon put them behind bars. Interesting phrasing, maybe I didn't say it right. It comes out when I'm not uploading videos of Criminal Case. I've done a few cases. I think I'm on case 4, case 5. I find them to be very fun. They don't have like this story, but they're individual stories so far that are really, really good. Hey, so let's put the hair you got off the glasses case under the microscope. We need to know who dropped their belongings at the crime scene. We do? Somebody said that I should play CSI Hidden Scenes. We'll see. I reached out to the developers about that because it sounds like they're pretty far in. So, and usually if the developers don't get back to me, I feel like they might not have a good community or responsiveness, and so it kind of makes me a little wearisome. Whereas like Criminal Case is really good at responding to the community. Hey, so there you found on the glasses case matches Lorena Prext. According to our database, Lorena works at the library. DuPont may have already run into her back there. We need to ask Lorena whether she's seen the victim and why her glasses were near the body. Yeah, it seems very suspicious. Hey, Miss Prax. What can you tell Signature Brace about Ernesto Carpena? He's been murdered, and I heard of the murder as soon as I arrived at work. Senor Carpena's death is such a loss to literature, and to think it happened here. When Senor Carpena started coming here to work on his new book, we were so honored. We even gave him his own key to get in day or night. Quel dommage that he'll never finish his new book. What was it about? Adventure, I think. Senor Carpena was researching a mythical treasure of the conquistadors. Well, that's fascinating. But Signature Brace found your glasses case next to the corpse, and my spare glasses was next to... Oh, I won't ever be able to wear those glasses again. That'll teach me to lose my things all over the library. Can you tell us anything else about the victim? Well, I only know that Senor Carpena liked a neighborhood called La Boca. Many scenes like his Rayuela de Ficciones are set there. Thank you, Miss Prax. You've been most helpful. Eh bien, Ace. You will be desolate if I don't accompany you to La Boca. The mythical treasure Senor Prax mentioned intrigues me, so I'd like to investigate it. Don't worry, Armand. I'm sure Ace will somehow manage to search La Boca with just my help. We were able to go pretty well with only going to you every so often, DuPont. But I do like your enthusiasm. And again, for something like this, I've already done the time trial, so I know where everything is except for the clues, so hopefully I can find these things pretty quickly. I already found the phone. Wine. Dress. Purse. Welcome sign. Mouse. Hey, it says our victim's photo on this phone you found. He must have dropped it here. We should unlock it. And you're right, this wine bottle's label has a message addressed to the victim, but the message wore off. Let's recover it. Let's do it. I guess the phone's gonna be another clue that we're gonna have to send to Elliot. Nice. Ace, I'm not a tech expert. Let's get the victim's phone to Elliot. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Michelle. I like her better than Carmen, honestly. The message on the wine bottle says, Senor Carpena, to you with compliments, Facundo. But who's this generous Facundo? Well, let me check our database. Well, it's the person who gave the wine to our victim is Facundo Vidal, a tango dancer. How did this tango dancer know our writer? We better ask him. Oh, we might know how he knows him. Hola, are you here for tango classes? You'll dance and awaken your inner passion. Well, that's not why we're here, Mr. Vidal. We're investigating the murder of Ernesto Carpena. What? Senor Carpena? Senor Carpena is dead? No. That's terrible. He was a good man, and he wrote with passion. At least, I think so. Senor Carpena wrote here sometimes. He'd sit at his usual table and drink wine. I encouraged Senor Carpena's visits. He attracted the public. More tango classes for me. But now he'll never drink the wine I gave him because he's dead. And that's tragic. Tragic like an aborted tango. Well, don't dance away from this area, Mr. Vidal, in case Senor Trabrese needs to talk to you later. True. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna grab some more stars with Bitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Alright, folks, Bitching Ace 88, we are back. Now, I will be getting some moderators for me. Let's speed that up. Ooh, I've got like no cash. Ace, you sure are efficient at finding me work. I only just joined your team, and this is already my second autopsy. Yeah, soon I'll be astonished if I'm not greeted by a fresh corpse in every new country I visit. That's how it is with Ace. Anyway, you'll want to know how that poor rider. The victim was first hit over the head with a blunt object. Then the killer tied him up, probably so that it would be easier to torture him. Or so I assume. Because stabbing the victim 23 times goes beyond simple murder. Another fact supporting the torture hypothesis is that there was a number of cigarette burns on the body, which also lets us know that your killer smokes. Well, they do say smoking kills. I hope you'll smoke out this killer soon, Ace. Well, it's not me. Do not smoke. Ace, great news. I finally fixed Bob. We've got a functioning satellite again. Glad to hear it, but we're actually here about the victim's phone. Did you find anything? I tell you about the satellite and you're still on about the measly phone? It was clearly the victim's personal phone, messages from his wife, that kind of thing. Wait, the victim was married? Then we need to talk to his wife. Who is she? Oh, Ernesto's wife. Her name is Evangelina. It seems to be a lady of leisure. She sent her husband a lot of messages about his writing and... Young Elliot, I seek your expertise. I'm chasing down rumors of a treasure. I require your geolocate... I just need your help. DuPont, no offense, but I'm not interested in your weird... Wait, did you say you were looking for something? Perfect. Bob needs a workout. Treasure? Whatever? Bring it on. Well, I'm glad you're entertained. Meanwhile, Ace and I have a new suspect to interrogate. Yes, we do. Buenos dias, officers. I suppose you're here about my husband's death. I've just heard about it. It's senseless and incomprehensible. Miss Carpena, we understand that it's a difficult time, but could you tell us, Senior Trooper Ace, about your husband? Did he have any enemies? Enemies? Ernesto? No, he was much loved. Today, I don't mourn alone. The whole of Argentina mourns the author of Rayuela de Ficciones. Ernesto is working on a new book about a mythical conquistador's treasure. His life being so cruelly extinguished is... Perdóname, Senior Trooper Ace. I can't contain my emotions. Of course, Miss Carpena. Just please let Senior Trooper Ace know if you remember anything important. Well, Ace, we come to Argentina to discover what happened to old Sombra Cell, but instead we found a renowned writer tortured to death in a library. I don't like putting Sombra on the back burner, Ace, but we can't leave such a violent murderer at large. Everyone we talked to, from the victim's wife to the flamboyant tango dancer, praised him and his creative genius. It's like he was a national treasure. Anyway, speaking of treasure, the victim was apparently writing a book about one, but... Hey, it's funny that you should mention treasure, because DuPont and I have been looking into it. We know exactly where the treasure is. Nice. Well, we'll find it in Chapter 2. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.